Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, so what are syncs? What is synchronicity? It's when things start aligning. Your thoughts, your actions, your words, that's alignment. But what helps you facilitate that is taking in those intuitive nudges that the environment is giving you. So it's a listening with all of your senses, not just your ears. So it's listening with your eyes, with your nose, your mouth, your your skin, your senses, your intuitiveness, your knowledge of symbolism, colors, plants, animals, whatever that might be for you. All of those things mean things in different aspects of spirituality. They have representations. We love archetypes for a reason. They speak to us. They are energetic patterns that we ourselves are capable of producing. So this is why we, like our intuition, because once we get into that synchronicities, the alignment happens naturally and we step into a state of flow of inner knowing. And this year is a lot about that. It's not about, oh, what are they going to do? No, what are you going to do? What are you going to do next? What do you want to do before you die? Okay. Rearrange that bucket list. Put the most important thing at the top this year. Okay, and that's how you do that, is you step into your intuitive knowing rather than your pain, your fear, your anxiety, whatever it is. What do you want to do? What is it you ultimate goal for your life? The bestest possible version of yourself that you could humanly possibly achieve. That's what we're doing this year. Fun smunge. Okay? So if you lack the fun, stop paying the people that are responsible for this whole entire system being so corrupt. Stop paying them. Stop giving them your time, attention, and resources. I'm going to keep pushing this. I'm going to push it, and I'm going to push it harder, and I'm going to push it faster, and I'm going to push it more and deeper. Bones deep. Listen to your bones. Listen to the ancestor coded DNA structure, nutrients that feeds you, all that stuff. Listen to it. And hear it roar and say, oh my God, why did you become a slave to a bunch of greedy, old, ignorant, ruthless, wasteful piles of crap? Why did you do that? Okay? Why? Why are we doing this? It doesn't make any sense. And I think, all of these planets are going to graze over Pluto. So it's going to ask us, what do you think about death? How do you feel about this? What are you going to do about it? So envision your life already. So if your life were to end in 2026, did you do what you wanted to with it? Did you do what you wanted to with your own existence? Why not? And now is the time to take measures to get there. Am I saying you're going to die in 2026? No. Nope. But it's a great invitation to stop pussyfooting around and fulfill your whatever it is here. Okay? And that's different for everybody. No one gets to decide for you. Just remember that. No one chooses for you. Okay? Pluto and Venus, Pluto and the Sun, Pluto and Mars. I think Pluto and Mercury might have already had a conversation, but they got to have a meeting about how they're moving forward. They've got to have this coherence of existence come into a private corridor meeting and saying, okay, masculine, okay, feminine, okay, personality self, okay, communicative self, what are we doing? and they're all in sextile to Sedna. All of that is in sextile to Sedna. So that's, we're clinging on to the side of the boat, or some people are clinging on to the side of the boat. And it's going to be a massive amount of people waking up to the, probably shouldn't have been holding on to the side of the boat so long, but like, because now the fingers got to get chopped, right? And Daddy's going to do it. It's going to be a lot of people coming to terms with their own mortality this year. And it's not going to be because, I don't think it's going to be because death is in our face. I think it's going to be because we thought we were holding on to something that was sturdy and stable and structural sound. Not the case, right? It just wasn't the case. And we've been feeding into a system that is actively seeking our demise. We've been paying for it this whole time. And so those of us who kind of understood that and knew that, had a grasp on that, are going to probably be that community that gets leaned on heavily. Very heavily. In a couple weeks, once my course slows down, I think I'm going to start offering a 1 hour session for free, how to get safe in the body, and we'll walk through whatever that person's difficulty is. I have no idea how or when that's going to happen. I'm still in developing stages, but this is my mission and call on the planet right now. It's just getting people safe in their body, period, at the end. And safety and security looks different, feels different, senses different to everybody. I can give you all the tools here on the interwebs, but if you're still not addressing that one key component, and death is going to be a huge thing for people. Death scares people, and that's part of the programming. That's how they get you locked into certain systems. Everybody believes that if they stop paying the banks and the big corporations and whatever else, they're going to die. They're not going to die. I'm living. They're not going to kill you. They can't. Okay. And that's what they're pissed off about. Their toddler's throwing a temper tantrum right now. Okay. Yes, that is who we let run the freaking free world, is a bunch of freaking toddlers who never bothered to grow up and learn how to share their fucking toys. Okay. So this is the accumulation of that. And it doesn't matter exactly how they got there. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is how we fed it, how we've gotten there. Okay? And that pulls us out of sync. That pulls us out of ourselves. It pulls us out of our body. It pulls us into a state of fear and panic. So rather than give into that, come back into the body and get comfortable and coated and cozy, right? And that looks and feels different for different people. And so when you're thinking about yourself and what makes you comfy, cozy, you can look at your 6th house. You can look at your Chiron placement, your wounded healer. Oftentimes that's where you can find the places that you seek the comfort. What else is a good placement to look at? Taurus. Where's your Taurus at? Taurus is comforts, it's luxury, it's coziness, it's getting all yummy and warm. What's your comfort food? What's your comfort blanket? If you have a favorite material, whatever it is, right? Sorry, Lily is finding her perfect ball to curly up in. So when you can assess that for yourself, it becomes a little bit more easy to get safe in the body. Now, do you want to use that as a default to completely numb out? No. And again, I feel like a hypocrite saying that, but you know, we're all gonna face it. We're all gonna have to face it. We all have to walk ourselves through this process. So when you can moderate that, when you can say, okay, only in these circumstances, or only after I've gotten XYZ completed, only after I've done a reasonable amount of productivity, can I, resume in the, oh my God, this is way too much crap to be carrying. Let me put it down somewhere, please. So find those reprieves, because this is a lot. This is a lot for humanity. But if you can start to begin to realize all the ways that you faced death in the past, and we've all been transformed by death. So some of us have experienced a physical death of a loved one. Some people have experienced a friendship that's no longer. That's death. When you lose a job, it's just like losing a partner, like losing a marriage partner in death, or getting a divorce. That's a death. These are all things that die. When your relationship that you had with someone else is no longer, it is a death. When you have a child with disabilities, that's a form of death. You had expectations, you had dreams, you had aspirations. You made wild assumptions that this child was going to be able to do a few things more than what they are right now. That is a death of a dream, a death of an expectation, whatever it is. All of these things are death. The losing the job is a death. That's a financial, social, life purpose death. Moving houses, even if you're voluntarily doing it, that's still a death. You put your energy, time, effort, monetary into that. All that's got to be let go of. That's a death. When a pet passes away, that's a huge deal. When what else? Social, financial. Spiritual death, when you no longer believe what you used to believe. I used to be Catholic. I was the first altar girl in my church. I don't believe in any of that anymore. So that's a huge death. Death comes in. I used to have faith in this political party, in this system, and I don't anymore. I used to be able to say, yeah, I'll just put it in a bank and save it. I don't want to do that anymore. All these deaths that come in and say, you know what, probably time to let all this stuff go, because it's funding our extinction. It's literally funding our extinction right now. And I don't think that's such a hot idea. So that's the thing too, is like, we are looking at death in the face, whether we want to admit it or not, whether we want to, it's being too extreme. You're going the wrong direction. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going the right direction. As a Scorpio stellium, death is not as bad as one might believe him to be. He's quite kind. He's generous. He's sweet. He's loving. He's very nurturing. He's just trying to help us out through those transitions if we give him a bad name. So when we're facing that, we can call on death. Here, let's go this route. We can call on death. Let's do this. Okay. I thought you said you weren't Catholic. This just energetics. Energetics with labels as far as we can use them. I know it's freaking canon, but I hear ya. Azrael! Cheese and worse. Okay? Bye, dude. otherwise known as the angel of death. He who helps God, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he will help you move smoothly through the process of death and dying, ease your grief, remove blocks from your spiritual path, hear the guidance from your spirit. Now, the invocation. This is where it gets fun, okay? Invocation is an evil. This is an angel. Okay? It's not a... It's like... Think of it as calling them down for assistance. Like lighting a candle. Calls the yum-yums in. Alright? This is what we're doing. Azrael is often associated with the color purple. You'd be surprised at how many things are associated with the color purple. You can use a small piece of amethyst when you want to work with him. You can hold it in your hand as you call upon him, carry it with you, or place it somewhere you will see it throughout the day. In times of grief, allow him to enfold you with his wings and comfort you. Ask for his assistance when you feel blocked in your personal life. An effective way to call upon him is to light a small white candle, call out his name, and ask for his assistance. Okay? Now, before you're like, I thought you weren't like that guy, it's an energetic pattern. You are literally calling a part of yourself up for assistance. As above, so below, as within, so without. As the universe, so my soul. Or whatever you want to believe tethers you to this experience. Okay. If you need a pinpoint for a soul mechanism in our body, it's the tailbone that's shaped like a pelvic bone. It's a pelvic bone that's shaped like a triangle. Okay. More like that. Okay. It's got all kinds of holes in it. Yeah. That's why we love stones with holes in them. I don't have any around me right now. Or wood with holes in them. We call them hags. Hag stones. Little portals. Okay. So these different mechanisms, they all work together. It's nothing separate. Angel is just the Latin word for messenger. So it's opening yourself up to those messages already coded in your DNA. See? So, I don't know how to delicately put this, but it's not a form of like putting your authority out there. It's not. You're calling it in. You're calling it up within yourself. And you're saying, okay, I really do want to embody this energy. Can I please have access to it within myself? So by calling on the energetic pattern, you're calling it forth within yourself. Okay, if it's out there, it's in here. If it's in here, it's out there. Okay, so once you call forth the energy, you are invoking it within yourself. They're not separate things. People have been just totally indoctrinated to believing these are separate entities and there's no something and blah, 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 blah. So they're constructs for support. And I think we could use that right now. So this, it's just a supportive energy. It has nothing to do with some crazy genocidal Scarface Sky Daddy. Okay. It's an energetic pattern you can choose to embody to support you through these functions in life. Just like I chose to park my ass in this chair. You choose. It's no different. I know that I can see how the general population perceives there's a huge amount of difference between those two things. But it's no different than taking your being, your essence, and saying, I would like to feel the support that is required for me right now. I would like to experience that on an energetic level so that I can get through this particular difficult time. And again, it's not that the thing is all powerful. It's an energetic code. It's an energetic code. Okay? The people out in the streets with the guns terrorizing people, that's an energetic code. It's just an energetic code that the red pill, shill community got paid by the government to download into their system. It's an energetic pattern. How about that? How about that? Can we hold on to that? It's an energetic code that we choose to program ourselves with or not. So when we don't choose the program for ourselves, someone else who most likely is paid by the government will do it for us. So if we have access to these modalities of existing and picking and choosing with conscious forethought, it's going to work a little bit better than it did before. Okay, this is where everybody kind of gets really pissy, and that's okay. And again, it's an energetic code to me. It's not an actual deity. It's not an actual, like, tangible matter being. It's an energetic code. And we can pull it out of the ethos and connect it to the plug that's in us, just like, you know, we connect to the crap we're feeding right now that's running rampant in our streets. So what if we unplug that and connected it to something we do like? Oh my goodness. Energy, flow. Okay, I'm trying to give you as many metaphors as I possibly humanly can for this, but it's just different. It's just picking a different energy code and saying, I would prefer that one, please. Okay. So again, I don't believe that there's an overlord Scarface Sky Daddy up there gonna smite everybody. Okay, mostly because I don't care to manifest genocide. There's several times in which that particular deity that man made called for that. So, and I guess he's calling. I mean, how many different rapture TikToks do we need to witness before, like, they really want this? They're working hard, spurts. Okay, so just play like an innocent child with it. Get into the childlike wonder. Proceed with absolute abandon, where you're brave. You don't know the world is a dangerous place. You don't think that everything is going to come crashing down. You just want to experience things. You just want to know. You want to experience, you want to taste, you want to smell, you want to see, you want to feel all these different things. Okay, get into that modality and then ask yourself, okay, if I am going to kick it, what do I want to do? What do I want to experience? What air do I want to breathe in? What hill do I want to climb? What mountain do I want to climb? What pathway, what waterfall do I want to be misting me in the face? Right? Whatever it is. Whatever, you know, what kind of salty sea air do I want to breathe in? What else? What kind of desert scorch do I want to feel on my skin? Right? What is it? What is it that's like driving you every single day, doing what you're doing? What is it driving? What's that modality of existing? Where is it? How is it functioning? Do we want to drive this in a direction? Okay, if we're gonna die, which I don't think we are, but if we are gonna do it, how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna go out? B, are we living the life that we really want to live right here, right now? Okay, so make it happen. Do. Just pretend like a child pretending something, whatever. Go live your fucking best life. Do it. By the end of the week, you'll have it all down. Pinky swear. Okay? So remember the things. And if you can get into some symbology and kind of start memorizing. Not necessarily. Oh my god, lady, this was such a fun video. Fuck you. I hear you. So maybe not memorize, but like code yourself in some yum yums. Here, how about this thing right here? Is that a video? Wait. Oh, it's backwards. Okay. Sign symbols and source books. But $14.99 or $9, it's probably gone way up in inflation. Damn you, lady. Okay. Well, tell Barnes and Noble you saw it somewhere for this much and you want it for. What are they gonna do? Be like, no, you can't have it for that price? We should try. Okay. Alright, so just like something to resource, something to explore with your newfound free time. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, just easy does it on the death thing, but do get into the modality. Go explore all the which ways. Okay, talking to someone specific now. All the ways in which you have experienced that death and haven't. You still went on living. Okay, so just because that's life telling you that just because the meat suit is not meat suiting anymore doesn't mean that your essence, your 4 ounces, is not out there, you know, rocking it out, going to a new solar system, figure shit out, and all that other stuff. Who the fuck cares? What do we have this moment? That's what we have. Just this moment. Just this moment. So whatever it is for you, whatever it is, how do you want to live your life? Okay, and just remember that when other people try to come in and tell you blah 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 blah, let's say nothing bad happens and the anti-salt tribe, let's try a different name because I've heard that the Dixie Docks on the internet, the anti-salt tribe has not accomplished, that 1930s thing. What the hell was that? Did you see that? Yeah, that was creepy. Anyway, so just envision them not accomplishing. Fluke, fail. I mean, would it be surprising? Not really. So, are you really gonna kick yourself in the ass if you're living your best life? You're really gonna tell me that you're gonna kick yourself in the rear for going, oh, I really wish I hadn't loved myself so radically that, like, I'm living my best life now. What? I'm really hating the fact I didn't stay and climb the corporate ladder to sheer hell and am now living my best life. What? You what now? You see what I mean? Nobody says that stuff. Nobody, you're not going to say that. I should have kept everything that was holding me back and holding me down and slaved away for, however many more decades over this bullshit narrative that never fulfills anyone anyway, and they're struggling in old age to even freaking pay for. Okay? Nobody says that. Nobody says, I really wish I hadn't taken a chance on the best life that I wanted for myself. You might run through some hiccups. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not saying it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows. But you've already decided in the back of your head that it's worth it. And that's why you've chosen suffering now. Cancer. New moon. What are you devoted to? Other than my cat in the cat stand making you want to throw up for having to watch the jiggle jaggle that is my camera right now. So, what is it? What is it that you want to unabashedly, without shame, and losing all abandon, all that good gravy, yum yum stuff? Where is it? What lights you up like a freaking dried up pagan tree with candle at the wrong fucking end? What is it? What is it? Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Go do it. Go and have fun. Go do it. Don't stop waiting. Stop waiting. That's how you get bold and bright and beautiful and wise. You go do it. You just go do the thing. So figure it out first. If you don't, some people don't even know what they want to do. If I had blah 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 and blah blah blah. That is a hard thing for some people, especially when they're so indoctrinated into a slave system. They haven't even been allowed to sit with the things that they love and enjoy. Ooh, and then you have the slew of us that are like, joy is scary. Joy is overstimulation. Joy is not something I really... Ooh. What up, spicy neural tribe? So, it's not that you need to get some sort of, whatever the schnauzy white coats want to call it, some sort of, oh god, it's not bipolar. What the fuck is it? It's a part of bipolar. Manic. It's not that you get manic. You like, this is how I want to live my life. This is the dream that I have. I want to go do this. We're doing it. I'm doing it. Get the fuck out of my way. You're not thinking about the future, darling. We have whole tribes of people that are telling us that we're not going to have the future either way. So what the fuck? Okay, if history really is repeating itself, is this how we want to go out? Really? Is it? Is it? Did we live our best life? Did we live our life to its fullest potential? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, so find it. Spend the next couple of days with this Capricorn. What's in the bones, baby? What's in your bones? Shake it out. Bring it forward. Go do the things. Climb that freaking mountain, even though you got like this much of a leg. Just put your little hoofy on. Go be the fucking goat. Do it. There's a lot of sacred energy in that word too. Okay? I love you. Keep your flame. Go live your life.